last of the cows to go out. I think there's about 6 of them, maybe less. 3 calves and a couple left to calve, and they're just gonna have to go outside. It's too hot, they don't want to be in here, they want to be out. We want them in there, by the way, not past me. Go on, ladies. Do you not miss me? Ah, shit! Oh my God. Heading up, ladies. Right, so do mention they've got a full field of grass through there before people say we're turning our cows out onto nothing. We're not. Because we know everybody on the Tinterweb loves an opinion. Oh my God. She's sweaty. Oh, it's too hot for this. So, Ollie was due to come through. Girls! Oh, she didn't stand a chance. I don't know why she took her on. That was really silly. Oh, we're at it again. See, we used to have, in terms of cows, there is a full field of grass through there. Like, honestly. Oh, she's lost. She's lost. Girl's lost. No way. Didn't expect that. That blue's lost. Circle Bum. Circle Bum's the winner. Circle Bum is the new boss. All these cows remember the creep feeder from when they were babbies. Jesus Christ. You're embarrassing. What are you doing here? You cannot get in there. The chomping. Yesterday, he said, who's pulled the hay rack in? And I went, what hay rack? Who knew that that was a hay rack? Who knew? I did not. 14 years and I am still learning that is a hay rack. Today when I said I can't believe these turn into little conkers. Little conkers. Spider cat, spider cat. Oh, there's someone arriving. Look at this convoy exceptional in deepest Cumbria. You can take the boy out of Liverpool, but you cannot take Liverpool out of the boy. So here I am going on a little leg of the journey on Ollie Harrison's charity combine run. Now, although this was a proper laugh, it had some really serious points, and we got down to talking about why they are doing this. So on a really somber note, we talked about suicide prevention, the stigma that surrounds mental health issues, not just in farming, but in every walk of life. A lot of people shared their stories online, which was really brave of them. So Ollie's thing was to use the biggest machine possible to travel from Land's End to John O'Groats to highlight one of the biggest problems that we face. I had shared a story with online about the fact that me and Roy know 3 people under the age of 35 in the last 6 months that have actually taken their own lives, and we found that really sad. We don't know anyone who's died of cancer, and we do not know anyone who's died in a road traffic collision. So Ollie's combine was running on biodiesel. It was like hydrated vegetable oil. They haven't encountered any traffic problems. There's not been huge tailbacks because of the run. And so far, so good. Everything seems to be going really positively and people are responding really well. And if it raises awareness to such a sensitive issue for most people, I think it's definitely worth doing. So get on Just Giving and make a donation and help yourself. Oh, look at these legends at the side of the road.
I don't know what's going on, but it felt like I'd lost you then, but unless it's the battery flat on the other one.
The one that's in the tray is the part of the battery. Oh, he's right.
Just love this button. like a feeling of power. I am in the combine with Ollie on his combine run. Keep want to call it a tractor run.
I know, I see. Yeah.
Clear on the corner.
And everyone's being really respectful. The traffic's really good, isn't it?
The old red van coming.
Have you had many massive tailbacks? No.
Because the roads are so big. I mean, we went on one road before. We must have been on it for about 40 minutes.
But you didn't see anyone?
We didn't see anyone coming towards us or come up behind us.
Cumbria, innit?
Is it like
Possible candidate for the door.
there's like a service, do they call it the service road that runs parallel with the M6?
Yes. Oh, just add a...
Left, walking.
Oh my god, it keeps electrocuting me, you thing. I love it how they just don't move, they're just static. They're like little statues. Young farmers, aren't they?
We'll swim that.
We are in Kendal, going over a little bridge. Very lovely. You'll go round, I think, and come out. Oh wow.
Getting a lot more waves off the men now, Charlotte. We are just in Kendal now, cutting through. Looks amazing. Flooded once here, didn't it?
It was rather wet, yes. Just a bit of naughty undertaking here. Hello, car.
Words blocked.
Tractors leading bales.
12 miles.
These are legends working.
30 min.
Just Martin doing some man's talcum powdering.
You want some?
Thank you. What do you do with it?
It makes my hands lovely and soft, but also it lubricates the centre of the track and makes it tries not to overheat quite so much on the road.
Yeah, I did wonder what it did.
Yeah.
Do with my hand now.
Yeah. Yeah. Catch it on the floor.
Oh, I see.
It puts like a skin on the rubber.
Right.
It impregnates where it's got like pores,
Right, okay.
and then it makes it a little bit more resilient to the rubbing.
Right.
It soaks the rubbing, I suppose you call it.
Yep.
Like
Sharing talcum powder.
Thanks for all your help. It was a pleasure. Take care.
They survived. Oh look, Roy, there's a dog kennel. Who's in charge of these? Ooh. How much are they? Serious question. Who do these belong to? South Yorkshire barriers. Is that all? Me and Roy are just like ramming around Rickerbies looking at stuff that's for sale. Just see if this seems quite sturdy wood, doesn't it? On that nice Bailey trailer in the cargo log. So we are outside Rickerbies. I have just done my little stint with Ollie in his combine and then watched the lads talcum powdery up the tracks. But yeah, it's all for a good cause, and me and Ollie have done a few lives whilst in the cab just talking about mental health in general and how people can hopefully improve things by talking. Voice spots everything. Never mind that. Look at this bad boy. It's the same as ours. Oh, this is how they're held on. Look at that.
yeah.
See on our box trailer, all of this on ours has been cut out, because what happens is it's just folded metal. So this comes down here like that, goes under and then up again. So it leaves like a lip here. And when you wash it, the water just sits in there. Hence why it's obviously going all the way along. A little look there, let me see. There. Can you see how it's folded metal? With ours, on this bit here, we copied off the herbs trailer that we had, and it's got like sheep little plates that hold it into place with a load of bolts instead of ratchet straps. So I didn't get to say it because I was on a live with Ollie at the time, and we were talking about quite serious things like, you know, mental health and suicide and stuff. I'm replying to a lot of comments, but we went past Milnthorpe, which is, we can't decide whether it's Houghton's or Hortons. I thought it was Hortons, but I thought it was Houghton's, and Joe pronounced it Hortons, but obviously we're from different places, so we would pronounce things quite differently. The Canadian donut place at Penrith is Hortons. Hortons of Park House is where Joe got his livestock back from. And we went past it, but at the time it just wasn't the right time to jump on in and say that, you know, that's where we were. It would have ruined quite a serious moment and an important message. I also wanted to make my donation live on the YouTube live that we've just done, but I ended up completely forgetting. I thought it would maybe just inspire some other people to donate something, no matter how small of an amount. So I'm going to do it now. Don't think that I'm getting out of it. Video this because I'm always the one driving it, but it's just my favourite place to come round in the world.
Hiccups in the driveway and somebody slams that rusty old screen door. There's always something missing, someone has to make a run down to the store. There's always something in the
White in the road.
Someone's always on the phone.
Oh wait, we're back in Cumbria. Excuse me, miss. Just grazing the long acre there. Gateways anyway to be seen. To be fair, she's quite happy grazing the verges, and she's got road sense. She moved out of the way. So I am home now. I have a brew. We're just making some tea. Just a few points that I wanted to go through just before I forget them, to be perfectly honest. I have been reading Twitter threads, which I probably shouldn't read because they're not actually that brilliant. And as well, when Roy was stood outside the pub before in Shap watching us go past, he heard a couple of people say, oh, that's not very environmentally friendly. Just to put it out there, fuel is HVO renewable diesel. So it's hydrated vegetable oil. It's super high processed oil. And it's also reusable. It's pretty much very, very environmentally friendly. It has been supplied by Certas, I think it's Certas Energy, I think they're called. Because the biggest cost to the combine run was going to be the fuel. Another thing I saw was people commenting on the disruption and traffic situation. Now, I've just been in that combine personally, and Ollie pulled over at every single available spot to let traffic pass, and there was never a queue of more than 5 or 6 cars behind him. And I asked what the traffic situation was like in Scotland, where he's just been, and he said it was very similar on certain roads. They didn't even see anybody for like half an hour at a time. So the traffic situation, it wasn't an issue at all. So thank you most of all to Ollie for letting me come and join in on what essentially was his combine run with John, James Martin and himself. I am super grateful to just be allowed to be a part of it, to be honest. It's something that means quite a lot to me personally. I had put a video on last night, a very short video on TikTok, and I subsequently posted it on several other channels as well. I'll put that in here. I mean, Ollie talked a little bit about this on our live. I hope you caught that. If you didn't, I think you can still catch up if you want to. It was also a really hilarious moment when we went over an extremely bumpy road. Like, it must have been, what kind, would it be sand or something underneath that moves? I mean, what would make a road do that?
And then we obviously as well want to get to the Cotswolds in real good time, because
Adam
wanna do
Henson's
some film.
cooking your tea.
Well, yeah, we need to do some filming. Oh my god.
Oh my god! What is this road?
That road is knackered.
Oh, it's
It's like sunk.
this is crazy.
Going in Southport.
It was crazy. It was literally like, has anyone been on the road into Southport where it's on the dunes and it does this? It was like that. Roy said he was behind the combine and the spout was like bouncing up and down, and then I was bouncing up and down, and Ollie was bouncing up and down. The whole thing was just ridiculous. People on live thought it was hilarious though. So Tom's just come while he's passing. He had a mower on and he was like, everyone's making hay. So he's going to cut this little field for us. It's only a couple of acres. Not even that. It's going down. Oh my god, it's just stunning. It's just so beautiful. I just love it so much.
Homegrown, no place like home. There's always an opinion that you would be just fine.
Come on, I've not got all day, kids.
Bathroom's always occupied, the fridge too full, the radio too loud. One is watching TV while the other plays a song. We can't do without each other, but we just can't get along. No place like home. No place like home. No place like home. No place like home. Just you and your own homemade, homegrown. No place like home.
Got pajama pants on because that's how I roll. Oh, you're not all into the artistic kind of stuff, and you're more into just like, you know, what kind of hay we're making, how many bales are going to get, and what kind of mowers on the back of Tom's tractor. But just humour me, just humour me because I enjoy it.